So we've established what retargeting is, and I've given you some ideas about how we might actually go about doing it. But what are the real advantages? Yeah? Does this thing really work? Is it worth it? So one of the major things that retargeting can do is bring in new customers. So what I mean by this is it's a fairly rare event that somebody will come to your site completely new, they've never ever heard of you, and just buy something from you. It does happen for sure, yeah, it will happen, no question. But it's against the odds to a certain extent. We like to feel confident from the person that we're buying from, and in order to do that, we need to see a brand or a product or a name around the place quite a bit before we feel at ease with going in and buying it. It's just how we are. It's human nature. So basically, imagine you've got somebody coming to your store a lot and clicking around but not buying. Yeah, so they're not a new customer yet. When they go back to the internet, go back to Facebook or start browsing around, then they start seeing your products following them around, right? As I explained before. Subliminally, they're getting exposed to your name and to your brand, and they start to feel more comfortable with it. So when they come back, either through retargeting or maybe an ad that you put on there later or whatever it might be, now they're no longer a cold customer. We've warmed them up, as marketers say. Yeah, we're warming them up to the point where they're hot, where they're actually going to buy, but they're no longer stone cold. So that process of retargeting will bring in new customers as part of the process. Now, we can also sell more products to existing customers. I alluded to using the email, for example, to go back to people. We can do more complicated stuff than that. The email is a simple example. It's extremely powerful. But, once we've got a product, everybody knows that selling to an existing customer is a lot easier than selling to a new customer. So we want to retarget those existing customers. And I can tell you that it is very, very effective. So I definitely want you to give this the time of day, but I do not want you to waste an awful lot of time on it and an awful lot of money, because there are many different techniques and it can get very complex. Yeah. The last thing I want you to do is to get lost in all of this and lose focus on your main purpose here, particularly if you're early stage with e-commerce. So I'm going to keep it simple for you. And in fact, in the next lecture, I'm going to talk about whether retargeting is even suitable for you at this stage.